Alright, we are finally here. It's now episode 8 of GM Mode as the go-home show of Smackdown before the Judgment Day PPV, which for some reason takes place in Germany, which is not accurate in real life, but that doesn't matter. So very quickly, in case you don't care for me recapping last week, or going through what I booked this week, then I skip to this time for the first match of this episode. And if you haven't skipped already, and for some reason if you're still here, very quickly, try to recap last week. The Angle Open Invitational continued. Of course, we had Kurt retain. Along with that, Tag Champs needed something to do, so Chris Masters was with Carlito in his corner. They beat Big Show. Show has something to do this week. More on that when we get to it. And Rigo and Tajiri, along with Ray and RVD, have now advanced in the number 1 contenders tournament for tag team titles. And well, Christian and Jericho, Christian, he has something to do this week, and Jericho, the first ever World Heavyweight Champion here in GM Mode, he's 1-6. His one win was episode 1 when he won the title, so he's not doing that good. He might leave if he doesn't get a win. So hopefully, he's not booked this week, by the way. Although he is, but not in a match, in a segment. But yeah, he has something. I have some planned out for him for Judgment Day. So hopefully he doesn't leave by that point, because if he does, then that's gonna suck. Along with that, after 20 plus minutes of trying to make sure that Booker T won, if we didn't do multiple bookends, we definitely did multiple axe kicks, and Eddie still ended up winning. I think he made us tap out to the lasso from El Paso, but yeah, the CPU just didn't want to stay down, so Eddie, pins or submits, where he basically beat the World Heavyweight Champion. And the Judgment Day main event does not look that good. You wanna know why? Because Benoit also lost. So we booked ourselves into a corner doing Taker and Benoit, but hey, we need those 3 stars. Because we're not doing that good in the ratings against Raw. But the excuse we could make here could be that Booker just distracted Benoit on the ramp, meaning that both Booker and Benoit are faces. But it doesn't really matter, because there's no rivalry system in 06. There's a rivalry system in 07 and 08, in terms of buying storylines and stuff like that. But in 06 you can't do that, so yeah, just use your imagination for it, basically. But yeah, so Taker beats Benoit, not that much of a big deal. And now, if anything, we now move on to this week, which we'll see the continuation of the Angle Open Invitational. If Angle could beat Spike Dudley, we're going to simulate this one. We're not going to play a Angle match this week, surprisingly. But so if Angle could prevail, he'll go on to Judgment Day. And there's a handful of people who haven't, well, for 2 things. A, haven't faced off against Angle in the Open Invitational yet, and B, who are not factored into my plans on the Judgment Day card. So that works out pretty well. Hopefully Kurt retains against Spike, because Spike is the lowest popularity guy in the roster, at least in our roster. He's 6. Someone has to be the fall guy, and sadly it's turned out it's Spike. So his popularity has just shrunk. As for match number 2, it's a little interesting. The World Heavyweight Champion is in the second match. Why? Because we keep using Booker a lot in the main event. And if not the main event, then match 5 and stuff like that. So I feel like we've played as Booker T probably the most of everyone here in GM mode. So we'll let the CPU simulate it. Chris Masters is a 47 popularity. He drastically brings down the team of him and Carlito. So yeah, second match it is, because I want to use Benoit this week. Even though I've definitely used Benoit before as well. I feel like Booker and Benoit are the 2 people I've used the most, actually. But nah, maybe I use Booker and Eddie. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. So the World Heavyweight Champion, hopefully he picks up a win. We need money, so we got that. Christian and the Big Show, first match we're gonna see. So this will factor into Judgment Day and maybe beyond, as I try to bury the lead on that. The tournament to crown number 1 contenders to Chris Masters and Carlitos WWE Tag Team titles continues. Tajiri and Regal take on Team 420, of course, RVD and Rey Mysterio in the finals. Tajiri, of course, Cruiserweight Champion, so if him and Regal don't win and go on to challenge for the belts at Judgment Day, then Tajiri's just not going to defend the Cruiserweight title at Judgment Day. And if we do have him defended, it'll be like another open challenge type of ordeal, which is already what we're doing with Kurt Angle. So, I don't know, it should be a little bit interesting, I guess. But yeah, so try to see how that works out. We need to build up something for Jericho and Taker to do. So start a feud with them, and the first matchup will be at Judgment Day. I guess in a sense you could make this a backstage segment where Jericho calls out Taker for Judgment Day, and then will Taker answer? Spoilers, he will, because we need a match between them. Well, at least I want a match between them and Judgment Day. So yeah, so that's that. Along with that, Aggro takes on Sean Benjamin. Charlie Haas not gonna be in the corner of Sheldon because, well, Eddie beat Booker T last week, even though he wasn't supposed to, because I kept trying. Eddie kept kicking out of finishers left and right, so whatever. So hopefully he can build up more momentum against Sean Benjamin. Charlie Haas is not going to be in the corner of Sheldon, because if he is, then more likely than not Sheldon will probably win. So, you know, kind of want Eddie to win, but if the CPU makes Sheldon wins, then a lot of people look good in terms of the world title picture now, I guess. And, well, in the main event, Benoit and Carlito, because reasons. My original plan was like a tag title matchup, the can they coexist angle, but it's like I don't want to do that between Booker and Benoit yet, because will the feud end at Judgment Day? Like, if Booker loses the world title, he still has a rematch clause. If Benoit loses to Booker, he still has a rematch clause too. So like, we're guaranteed a rematch between Benoit and Booker after Judgment Day, because, you know, I'm doing rematch clauses and stuff like that. So yeah, so regardless of what happens in Judgment Day, there will be at least one more match between Booker and Benoit down the line. And I didn't want to do the coexist thing yet. Like, maybe we might do it for some other two people, weeks or months down the line, but for now, nah. Because I still kind of want Carlito and Chris Masters to hold on to the belts and face off against, you know, one of these two teams at Judgment Day. So that's what the card looks like. And so, very quickly, if anything, I don't think we really checked the Raw results. Sure, and if we did, then whatever. But Kane and Orton, I feel like maybe Batista didn't have the Batista buy at this time, but whatever. Yeah, I think we did check that. And along with fan support, not doing that good here, because we're not throwing gimmick matches against the wall. Because as you could like clearly see, all of these are just singles and regular tag matches. So at some point we should do some like Vince Russo booking, where we just throw gimmick matches left and right. But yeah, we probably should do that. If we do, it will start next week. So there. So after like 10 minutes of trying to explain things roughly, let's go into the first match of the night here in GM mode, which will be Christian Cage taking on the Big Show.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 235 pounds, Christian.
Alright, here we go. It is now time for the first of two featured matches here tonight on the SmackDown Go Home show before the Judgment Day pay-per-view.
Weighing 493 pounds, the Big Show.
I don't know why Jim was so loud. I might have to lower him. But regardless, here we go. The opening contest here tonight on SmackDown. Of course, tonight's main event will be Chris Benoit taking on Carlito. But if anything, we kick things off tonight with a clash of styles, Christian Cage and the Big Show, and obviously the size advantage coming into play early for the big man as he kicks Christian right in the gut. Of course, this Sunday at Judgment Day, Benoit will challenge Booker T for the World Heavyweight title. Along with that, Chris Masters and Carlito will defend the WWE Tag Team Championships. Question is, against who? Well, we'll simulate that later on after the first two matches here that we showcase. And now, regardless, Christian with a kick to the gut here. How is Christian going to overcome the size of Big Show? I have no clue. He's going to have to move around the ring. He's going to have to use his agility to his advantage here. As now he's trying to answer back and show. He's not letting Christian have any of it, really. But Christian going to fight back here. Oh, he's trying to fight back. Oh, God, what a chop. And Christian, no. It's punching the gut and chop to the chest again for his troubles. And Shoulders going to palm the face of Christian Cage. And Christian once again going to try to fight out of it. And no. Taking Show down right there like a snap mirror type maneuver. And drop kick Shows against the ropes here. Christian. He has Show leaning and now neck breaker. No. Show gonna reverse after that elbow and now has him up. Oh, pump handle. And plants him down with a power slam. And Christian with the opportunity. Got spin heel kick. Oh, clocks Big Show across the forehead. Well, you gotta think here. Show obviously so big it's going to be difficult to do maneuvers on him. Like, how can Christian really lift up the Big Show? Barely anyone can really lift up the Big Show. So Christian going to have to work around that here. And the open contest on SmackDown kicked together right there by the Instant Classic. And now has the arm. You gotta think, could these two perhaps be factored into a Judgment Day pay-per-view? Spoilers, they will be. Yeah, because we need more matches to be booked. And like, Christian gets his head knocked off for his troubles courtesy of the Big Show. And spin heel kick again is missed. And Show gets caught up here, gets planted on the knee of Christian, and that's not too smart. Christian slapping across the head of the Big Show, and now that is even dumber. As he tries to lift up the big man for a suplex, and that's not going to work out well at all. And Show just staring at Christian confused. Why would you even try to do that in Christian? As now taunting to a crowd here, trying to get under Big Show's skin. And oh, he just did! He lured him in! He lured the Big Show in. After the poke to the eyes, it's time for the unprettier, and no, Show is going to get out of it and chop to the back. Big Show, he saw it coming. He sensed it. He sensed the unprettier and was able to shove Christian Cage off. But Christian, he lured Big Show in, was able to poke him in the eyes, and now trying to get in more offense here on Show. It's not working out too well here. Oh, never mind, it's booked too soon. Christian has him from the back center of the ring, elbow right there by the Big Show. And Show just going to palm the face again, and Christian once again getting out of it here. And oh, look at this roll up here. Could he steal one? Potentially. And no, it's only a 1 count. 3 minutes to a matchup, and Christian gets a 1 count. And off the ropes. Misses the spin heel kick yet again. He's connected with that once. It clocked the Big Show pretty well the first time around, but ever since then he has been able to connect with it since. And now once again trying to do a maneuver on the Big Show, and this just not working out too well at all. And Show with the go behind, chop to the back. And Christian shoves off the hammerlock, and Show's going to do the same here. Shoves Christian off the hammerlock, and now, oh god, he just grabbed him by the waistband and has him in the full Nelson. I thought it was going to be a full Nelson bomb, but no, he has him in the full Nelson submission hold. Christian far away from the ropes, and now Christian struggling, and Show just going to let go. Christian did not escape that. The Big Show just simply let go. He's not done yet with Christian, and Christian once again getting the heck out of dodge. As the referee begins to count here. And once again, Christian lures and Show pokes him in the eyes yet again. It works for a second time, and Christian here going to try to take advantage. Has the Big Show. He has the Giant in a sleeper hold here. Show precarious. And I can't even say the word. Never mind. He's just in a bad spot, right? Well, Show able to get out of it, and now Christian gets chopped to the back. Force troubles. Show was going for another one, but no. And Christian here gets a steel chair. Well, it's a regular singles matchup. There is disqualifications here, but Christian, he's getting so frustrated. A little under 5 minutes to a matchup here, and we're going to completely no-sell Show just diving that because, you know, it ruins the little illusion of realism we have for this series. And Christian once again trying to lift up the Giant, trying to do a move on him. It's just not going to work out too well here. And Christian gets back in the ring, so does Big Show. And Show with a knee to the gut, punch to the gut. And Christian trying to answer back, and Show once again that knee to a gut, and Christian gonna fight out of it. It feels like any time Christian tries a maneuver, it just doesn't work on Big Show. And now here we go, neck breaker, and now Show once again for a second time in this matchup able to reverse that neck breaker with just an elbow shot. And Christian, he's gonna hit you with a steel chair, and no, Show, he caught it. The giant bear mitts of the Big Show very easily caught that chair. Christian Cage, simply put, he is getting frustrated. He has not been able to put away the Big Show 5 minutes and 25 seconds into this contest. And he is getting desperate, but here we go, the pinfall, and oh my god, Show almost threw him out the ring. Off the shoulder tackle, Christian couldn't even get a 1 count. Has the arm here, and gonna yank him down, and down goes the Giant, and Christian, he feels good about that one. Finally has Show on the mat, and well, never mind, he's right back up, oh my god. Big Show just kicked Christian in midair with the big boot. Christian Cage, anything he tries is just not working out for a long run. He hasn't been able to keep Show down on the mat for like at least longer than 3 seconds. And now, speaking of being down on the mat, oh, what a horrible predicament. That's close to 500 pounds just stomping across your lower back. And Show with the go behind. Turned double tie up. Christian escapes out of it. And now once again, Christian evading the Big Show here. But Show has him cornered. And now off the ropes goes Christian and Big Show. Oh, he was looking for a big chop. Christian able to evade it yet again and now rolls him up. He has a handful of the singlet. 2 and oh. Well, finally Christian Cage could get a 2 count in this contest, and Show once again not gonna let Christian just get any momentum. Build up. Oh, spin heel kick. Nails him in the skull. Second time Christian's able to nail that spin heel kick and drop kick. Oh no. Reverse the big boot by the Big Show. Christian trying to fight out. Spin heel kick again. Connects. That maneuver is being able to take down the Big Show off his feet. And drop kick right there by Christian Cage. Can Christian potentially do it? And oh, yet again. And pokes the eyes again. Christian leaves the ring, lures in the Big Show. Oh my god, Christian, he's gonna do it. The Unprettier, he plants him. The Big Show has been laid out. And Christian shoots the half. Referee Brian Hebner takes a wow, and no, only a 1 count. Christian Cage, I'm pretty sure he can't believe it. The Big Show has taken any and every maneuver that Christian has done to him. And now Christian, he's getting frustrated. Oh my god, baseball slide drop kick by the Big Show. Definitely accidental, but it works out well. But you gotta think Christian's getting frustrated. He has the steel chair. Big Show evades the first shot, and oh, the second shot connects across the skull of the Big Show. The match will be drawn out. The Big Show will win this one via disqualification. As Show now back up to his feet, and Christian, he's measuring his man here. What the hell? A second steel chair shot. The match is done for. And the Big Show, he's bloodied. He's been busted open, courtesy of that steel chair from the Instant Classic. And the Unprettier plants down the Big Show. Christian Cage, he's a man possessed. Completely frustrated with how this matchup turned out to be. He doesn't care that he's getting disqualified, as he's unloading with steel chair shots on the bloodied body of the Big Show. The bloodied skull, look at it, it's dripping down his chest, and all again. Again. Planting the steel chair across the skull of the Big Show, and now Christian looking to deal further damage with another Unprettier. No, Show, he shoves him off. Big Show, bloodied and seeing red, perhaps literally and figuratively, is trying to fight back here against Captain Charisma, and it's not working out well. And look at this Show, he has to be dazed. The blood getting to his eyes, affecting his vision, and Christian can take advantage of it with another Unprettier. As the Big Show's blood drips down onto the mat, the Big Show's won the match, but Christian's got the last laugh. As the Instant Classic leaves the ring, and Big Show, he gets up to his feet. Show trying to recover from that steel chair shot, and Christian, he's getting the heck out of dodge, and the Big Show is beginning to follow suit. And if anything, it's now official for a Judgment Day pay-per-view this Sunday. Christian Cage goes one-on-one against the Big Show, and it's going to be in the first blood match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 234 pounds, Chris Benoit.
Well, it's now time for our second of your 2 feature matches here tonight on SmackDown. It's time for the main event as the number 1 contender to the World Heavyweight title, Chris Benoit, takes on this man.
Carlito.
Carlito, Caribbean Cool, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, of course, with Chris Masters, who hopefully earlier on in the night lost to the World Heavyweight Champion Booker T. Hopefully, because we haven't simulated that match yet. We'll simulate that when this main event is done. But regardless, here we go. The main event of SmackDown. Benoit looking to pick up momentum ahead of his World Heavyweight title matchup in the main event Judgment Day, as he faces the World Heavyweight Champion Booker T. And just going to shove Carlito down to a mat to start things off here in our main event of SmackDown Episode 8. And well, imagine how much a big upset it could be for Carlito if he could knock off the number 1 contender to the World Heavyweight title. You know, after last week, Eddie Guerrero knocking off the World Heavyweight Champion after, 20 plus minutes, and already here, 22 seconds to this contest, a superplex by Benoit onto Carlito. Both men land in the center of the ring. Well, like I was trying to say before, the big superplex happened. Last week, Eddie Guerrero beating Booker T, so now you gotta think Eddie Guerrero has a claim for a title match for the World Heavyweight title. And well, regardless of who wins or loses at Judgment Day, whether that be Benoit or Booker, they'll still have a rematch clause. If Booker loses the gold, he has a rematch clause for the World Heavyweight title. And German suplex for Benoit. No, Carlito lands on his feet. And now, wait, Carlito has him up. And Manhattan drop. Planted down Benoit. And like I was trying to say, if Benoit loses this Sunday at Judgment Day, he will still have a guaranteed rematch clause for another shot at Booker T's World title. As Benoit plants Carlito down with that short arm clothesline. Here we go. Oh, King Kong knee plants it perfectly on Carlito. And now brings him back up to his feet here. And goes behind. Has him with the abdominal stretch. Gonna stretch out Carlito here. Wrenching back on that neck and on the abdomen here. Carlito in a tough predicament. And Benoit gonna let go. And now knee to the gut. Repositions Carlito into the corner. And sets him up another short arm clothesline. But you gotta think Guerrero after last week has a claim for a title match for the World Heavyweight title. Right to the eyes by Carlito. But if Carlito could beat Benoit here tonight, then maybe, just maybe, Carlito could have a claim for the World Heavyweight title after Judgment Day. That is, of course, if Carlito could pull off this major upset. Off the ropes goes Benoit, and whoa, what a big back body drop. Planting down the Rabid Wolverine, the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight title. And Carlito was looking for another maneuver. Benoit gonna reverse it. Oh, just a straight shot right there. And no, what a shot right there by Carlito. Plants him down with that punch. And Benoit gonna kick Carlito off. And gonna miss whatever he was going for. And dropkick is reversed. One half of the WWE Tag Team Champions. Carlito, of course, has to worry about that tournament. Regarded, oh my god, he also has to worry about his neck. What a German suplex by Chris Benoit. A high angle German planting Carlito right on his neck. Well, frankly, that #1 contenders tournament will be simulated as well after this matchup. Who will be the ones to challenge Masters and Carlito for WWE Tag Team titles at Judgment Day this Sunday? That will either be the team of Rey Mysterio and RVD, also known as 420, or will it be the team of William Regal and the Cruiserweight Champion Tajiri as they face off against Chart in the finals. And oh, what a shot right there by Carlito. And then we're going to try to answer back and throat thrust right there. Planted down one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions. And now the knee to the gut. Carlito reverses here. Carlito's had some of his moments here where he's getting some offense on Benoit here, so he's looking pretty good. He's giving up a relatively decent fight, and further proven with that sidewalk backbreaker. And Benoit down on his back on the mat. And oh, Benoit goes low. Lifts Carlito up by his just massive hair. And oh, punch right there. Carlito misses. Carving up a tie-up. And Benoit has him shin breaker. Planted down Carlito, and what a nice transition. And to the sharpshooter. Of course, the move of a fellow Canadian, similar to Benoit. And well, Benoit's foot is on the rope, so how is Brian Hebner not calling that a rope break? I have no clue. Carlito was not on the ropes, but if you ask me, I feel like Benoit definitely was. Referee's discretion, of course. Even though that's pretty obvious as Carlito with the knee to the gut. Benoit can reverse it. And now, oh my god, here we go. Same spot as well. High angle German suplex. As Benoit slices the throat. And Carlito is dazed here. This might be the beginning of the end. Dropkick right there. Square on the chest of Carlito. And Benoit has him where he wants him. He yanks him down. And yes, here we go. It's locked in. The crippler crossface. When you're in the crossface, you either tap or you get snapped in half here. And Carlito trying to reach for the ropes. He's too far away. Benoit, he's got to snap his neck. And Carlito has to tap out. Well, Carlito chose to fight to live to fight another day. He does not get snapped in half. Winner. Instead, he taps out.
Chris Benoit!
The #1 contender to the World Heavyweight title looking good. 48 hours away from his title match against Booker T at the Judgment Day PPV. A big victory for Chris Benoit. And whoa! Say his name and he shall appear. Here comes the top guy on SmackDown, the World Heavyweight Champion Booker T. Well, you gotta think Booker was watching the matchup backstage, trying to scout his opponent Benoit 2 days before they clash for the title. And here we go. These two men face to face ahead of the main event in 48 hours. And oh my god, Benoit just struck Booker T. He just clocked Booker T in the face. Benoit slices the throat. He now drags Booker into position here. What the hell? What the hell is Benoit doing? He has Booker T in the crippler crossface. What the hell has gone into Chris Benoit? Booker trying to fight out of it, but Benoit's yanking back. He could snap his damn neck. What the hell is Booker T? What did Booker T do to Benoit? And now Benoit, he leaves towards the ramp. What the hell's gone into Benoit? Regardless, the match is now official for Judgment Day. Not only is it for the World Series title, but it's now gonna be inside a hardcore match. Booker T defends the World Series title against the Rabid Wolverine this Sunday. Alright, so things are heating up in the World title picture as Benoit attacked Booker. And our question is, why did Benoit attack Booker? Who knows, really? Only Benoit really knows. But the World title scene will now be a hardcore match, so that should be interesting. But whatever, so if anything, Big Show got victory over Christian Cage by DQ. First blood match, of course, as we announced earlier. And let's simulate the rest of this. If anything, Angle retains the United States Championship in the Angle Open Invitational. So, yeah, obviously we had to play that one because if I simulate it and 6 popularity Spike Dudley wins, then, just no. Can't happen. But in terms of everything else, oh boy. Oh boy. Booker, please. Please. Oh, thank God. Okay, fine. The World Heavyweight Champion beats the other half of the Tag Team Champions. This was before. This obviously takes place before the main event. But yeah. So Booker T, looking good. Well, at least, before he got cross-faced by Benoit. And of course, Big Show won via DQ. And now, who will go on to Judgment Day to face Carlito and Chris Masters for the WWE Tag Team Championships of SmackDown? Tajiri and Regal or RVD and Ray Ray? We shall see. And it's gonna be Tajiri and Regal. Look at that. Not gonna lie, I really thought Team 420 was gonna win. And Tajiri got the victory. So look at that, Cruiserweight Champion Tajiri getting the pinfall or submission, whichever one. Probably pinfall with the buzzsaw kick. But yeah, so Tajiri and Regal, perhaps future Tag Team Champions come Judgment Day. We shall see. But now, what does Ray and RVD do? They could be open for this against Angle and Spike. I mean, against Angle. But we shall see. We shall see. And now, I'm really hoping Eddie wins because it makes it easier. Because if Sheldon wins, then we have to incorporate another person into around the world title scene. Because Eddie beat Booker. But then what does it mean if Sheldon beats Eddie? Really is the question. And of course it happens. Well. Spoilers, I had a plan for a Sean Benjamin push, but that was going to be later on in the series. That might have to happen a little bit earlier, considering, Haas and Benjamin not in the tag title scene because they lost in the semifinals of the tournament. So, shall see what happens there. Fan change goes to SmackDown only by 10,000. I'm very, very surprised that Raw did not win this week. The Raw results here. So, Lita beats Tori. Alright, Muhammad Hassan beats Daivari. Okay, dissension. Alright, between Hassan and Daivari. Stacy beats Trish. Eugene and JBL beats Edge and Ric Flair. Sure. Actually, wait, aren't these? Okay, these are just regular matches. Okay. Ultimate Submission. Orton and Kane, of course. Randy won with his notorious submission. The fucking headlock. I don't know. Sure. And Triple H and Batista beat Cena and Michaels. Okay, that's actually a very good main event. Okay, damn. That's very good. This doesn't make sense, though. Let's see. 1.5, Angle and Spike. Yeah, that's to be expected. 2 stars between Booker and Chris Masters. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was also gonna be 1.5 just because of Masters' popularity. But it is like 41 more than Spike, because Spike is just that low. But, whatever. 2 stars between Christian and Big Show. Yeah, sure. 2 stars in the tag. And then 2.5 here. Maybe it would have been higher if we had Charlie Haas on the side of Sean Benjamin. But, obviously I didn't do that because I wanted Eddie to win. But Sheldon still won without Haas in his corner, so whatever. And then 2.5 here. I'm kind of happy with the 2.5. I was kind of expecting it to just be 2. Because Carlito's like 61, maybe? Well, I think it's lower now. And of course, these are the champions ahead of Judgment Day. So the 2 heels, well, 3 heels technically here. And then Booker, Tajiri faces, and just Angle still heel. He's doing this open challenge, but he's just, he's still. Nah, it's like him in 2017 TNA, where he's like more of a tweener, really. Like the stuff with Joe, and then the stuff with Christian. It's like you know, I'm not gonna get too much into like how Angle was a tweener in TNA, at least in like 2017. But it's like, you know, whatever. So if anything, Taker, Angle, yep, as it should be. But that's kind of messed up because Booker's number 5. Booker's the World Series champion, and he is World Champion over these 4. Big Show's pretty close too. But you know, well, that makes sense for Taker and Angle to be here. I'm kind of surprised Eddie's here because I feel like Eddie's taken a couple of losses really. 5.7 mil for Raw, 4.2 for SmackDown. Obviously, Judgment Day is going to bring it up. We have some gimmick matches planned out. Of course, 6 matches. Once we get to like, I feel like maybe SummerSlam, there's an automatic gimmick match for one of us. And if not, I think either No Mercy or Armageddon or Survivor Series. Actually, I think all 3 of them really, where there's a gimmick match that you can't change. Like I think Armageddon or Survivor Series is the Buried Alive one, and you can't make it any differently, which is like, I don't want to do a Buried Alive match. And if I do, I want it to be built up organically and whatever. So I don't fully know, but I think you actually still gotta like do the Buried Alive match, probably at Survivor Series. But whatever. I feel like this episode's taking too long, so let's just end it here. And the go-home show of SmackDown before Judgment Day PPV. The World Series title will be defended. It's Booker. It's Benoit. Will Taker answer the challenge of Jericho? Spoilers, most likely, if he has to. The Angle Open Invitational continues as well. The tag team titles are on the line and all that good stuff. But yes, that does it for episode 8 of GM Mode. Next episode, the Judgment Day pay-per-view.